Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. George Harrison's Living in the Material World box set is out today. It's just arrived in the post. I'm going to show you exactly what's in here. I've got some links down below for the various different configurations which we'll talk about through this video in terms of which configuration contains which track list, etc. But the main thing for this video is that I want to show you this box. So this first impression of this when I looked at this is a beautiful box. It oozes quality when you look at it. It's slightly strange that I ordered this from Amazon Germany because they did a really great price a few weeks ago. Who got my release day delivery, but Amazon UK couldn't guarantee that. I don't understand this, how they work. I'm going to try and get you a good close-up there of the back of this box, which has got all the track listing. This is the deluxe box set that's got everything on CD and vinyl and Blu-ray. We'll see how that's spread out as we go along. Did I get you a look at that sticker that's there, the hype sticker? Have a look at that. I am also going to be doing a live stream next week where the main focus will be living in the material world. So at that point I'll be able to talk a lot more about sort of a review of exactly what's in here, whereas this is more showing you what's in there. I have been listening to it today, the high-res version through Amazon Music, and what I can immediately tell you is that you'll know if you've been listening to this as well. It feels like there's been a blanket lifted off the speakers, especially in things like snare drums that just don't sound dull anymore. They sound like snare drums. Nicky Hopkins' piano on Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth just sounds incredible through the new mix, and everything's really clear and it's got that clarity that I've been really wanting from this album always, so I'm really glad that we've got that. I'll be able to talk more about that, like I say, next week. But let's have a look at what's inside here. There's two main components inside this box which we'll go through, but the box itself is a good sturdy box. It does bend a little bit, but it's a really nice looking box, as you'll see there. One thing that I felt pretty much immediately when I saw inside this and saw the side, see if you think the same thing when you see that. What does that remind you of? It reminds me very much of the style of how they did All Things Must Pass. So for example, the big 8LP box that came out for the 50th anniversary. It's very much the same kind of style. It's not as thick as this box, but if you look at the 3-disc All Things Must Pass, if you want an idea of how big this is going to be on your shelf, this is the 3-disc All Things Must Pass box, and this box here is quite considerably thicker than that. So just to give you an idea of how much sort of space it would take up on your shelf, but it seems that this is also very much like an All Things Must Pass kind of style, which is good. That's a good sort of consistency there across the boxes. So the first one is this box here. Let's get you a good close-up of that. So this is a recreation of Apple Studios tape box. Very nice looking thing there. Hopefully you can see all that. And this opens up, like I say, very much in the style of how an All Things Must Pass box set would look. So the first thing that you've got in here is a sort of a thin card booklet of recording notes. George Harrison, Living in the Material World recording notes. It's got some credits on the back there. And this is very much sort of giving information about, you know, what takes were used and what day were they recorded on, that kind of thing. Again, we've got some more recreations of tape boxes there that were used at the sessions. So it will tell you, for example, day by day, what was being done, what was being recorded on each day. Okay, so that's a nice accompaniment there to give you a bit of information about the making of the album. We've then inside got, again, think All Things Must Pass here. You wouldn't have All Things Must Pass in what you'd class as a normal album sleeve. It comes in the box. This is very similar. So we've got just some empty sleeves. These are just record sleeves because the records themselves are polylined, as you'll see it in a moment. But we've got these as spare sleeves should you want to move them into that. So this Super Deluxe box has got 2-disc vinyl. There is a 2-disc vinyl set available. that you can buy separately, and I think that one would come in a what you class as a normal record sleeve. So it's polylined. This is the main album, black vinyl. One of the options that you can buy as a standalone is like a purple vinyl. Okay, it's on Dark Horse Records is the label. There you go. So that's the main album. The remix that's been done by Paul Hicks, as I say, it's got a real good clarity to it. One thing that can often be levelled at these modern remixes is an overload of bass. So far I've not noticed that yet through headphones, but again, next week when I come to do live stream, which hopefully plenty of you can join me on, we'll be able to discuss between us more what we think about that kind of thing. I'm hoping also on that live stream to do one of my World Cups, a World Cup of Living in the Material World songs, which are your favourite songs on the album. You will decide that, not me. But that's to come next week. The second disc is also in a polylined sleeve, and it does feature the Apple logo in the same style as what we've seen in the All Things Must Pass box set. So again, there's some nice consistency there. You'll see up on screen now, this is the track list for the two discs. And it's pretty much replicated album to CD, but I'll talk about some slight differences as we go through. So there are your two LPs of vinyl. And then we've got this inside that box that opens up. It looks very much like an album sleeve, like a gatefold album. But when it opens up, it's got a 7-inch record in that I'm going to talk about. And the CDs. So let's have a look at this 7-inch first, because there's something quite exclusive on here. So this is Sunshine Life for Me, Sail Away Raymond, the song that we know George gave to Ringo and appears on his Ringo album. Great song. This has got George's original version of it, plus also there is an instrumental version that is exclusive to this 7-inch disc. Okay, so let's just talk about this for a second, because this is where the big differences come out in the configurations. So George's version of Sunshine Life for Me, the one where he's singing, it appears on here, on this 7-inch disc. It appears on CD 2 that we'll come to in a moment, and it's on the Blu-ray that we will come to in a moment. It is also available on streaming, and it's available if you do a download. There's also a link down below if you want to do a high-res download, but it's not on the 2 CD version. I believe that's missed out on that particular version. Now, I think if you're going from a 2 CD version to a box like this that's maybe £100, something just over that, I think it's perfectly acceptable to have some content that's exclusive to this box. What I don't like is when there's then another box that's another big step up to sort of several £100, if that includes extra audio content. That's not the case here, and generally usually isn't the case. So I think I'm perfectly fine with that. There is then the instrumental version. Okay, now this is the thing that is only available on this 7-inch piece of vinyl. You will not get the instrumental version on any of the CDs, Blu-rays, etc. Now that might change in the future. It might be available on streaming in future. We've seen just recently there's been examples where songs that were exclusive to a box set on release day later become available on streaming. Whether that will happen or not, I don't know. We've then got the Blu-ray. So the Blu-ray here, I'll cover what's on this Blu-ray disc just so that you're aware. Show you the disc there. So this has got Dolby Atmos version of the album. HD Master Audio 5.1 in really high resolution, 192/24, really high resolution there, so that's good to see. We've got high-res stereo, 48 kilohertz 24-bit. That's the version I'll be ripping and having in my digital library. There's also actually there's a really high-res stereo version as well, 192/24. Excellent, that's good to see. So that's the Blu-ray, and then in here there is also 2 CDs. Let me just show you how they're housed in here. Bring that back for you so you can see. It opens up and it's all housed like that. that's CD1, which is the main album, the remix. You won't get the original mix of the album in this set. You know, there's been so many opportunities to buy that in the past, and you still can get it if you want it. That's not a thing that this box set covers. That's your second disc that's got all the bonus tracks, which came up on screen earlier for you to see. So that's that box. There's then something else to show you inside here, which takes up the rest of the package. And this is a beautiful book, really nice book. So this is inside. I'd say again, it's very much sort of All Things Must Pass style. This book is gorgeous. I did compare it before I started to the book that's in the All Things Must Pass box, and I think in terms of the way that this is presented, it's probably a step up again. I'm not going to show you every page in here. I'll show you some select pages, but what you will see is, and I hope the camera will pick up this effect, you've got these great pictures in here that are sort of part glossy and part not. It's difficult for it to pick up, but it's really well presented. So there's a lovely photograph there, and then whereas we saw that other booklet had recording notes, this is more just sort of generally information about George's life at the time, what he wanted from the album, and you know, what was going through his mind, that kind of thing. So there's a foreword by Olivia Harrison, and there's just some really nice photos in here. Let me show you this. Really glossy and beautiful looking photographs. Look at that. Let's just get some selected other pages for you. There's another photo from the sessions, from, you know, you recognise from the gatefold of the album. So this book really does ooze quality. Very pleased with that. So yeah, this was the version that I paid just over £100 for this through Amazon Germany, which I thought was a really good deal. It's about £129 on Amazon UK. There's links down below for that. Like I said, there's a 2 CD version as well. If you go to George Harrison's website, there's other vinyl configurations, well, other colours of vinyl that you can buy for this. So it's a really nice set. I think we've obviously waited a long time for the George Harrison releases over the years. There's really large gaps between them, but hopefully now it seems like they seem to have, I think they've been spending a lot of time getting themselves in order, getting things ready, and it feels like we're going to start getting the benefits of that obviously now with All Things Must Pass as well, and we know from things that Danny Harrison has said that Concert for Bangladesh has been worked on for some sort of revamped release on that, so I'll be really looking forward to that, because that'll plug that gap between All Things Must Pass and Living in the Material World. And I really hope that they can do something like this box set for George's further albums. You know, it's not like he's got 30 albums that need doing with this. It would be great if we could have the rest of his 70s output, and then obviously, you know, Gone Troppo, Cloud 9, Brainwashed, etc. It could be a really beautiful set, this. So I'm really happy with that. Really looking forward to spending some time with it over the next few days, getting to know it well for this live stream. I don't know exactly what day it will be yet, but I'll publicise it on social media. Down at the bottom there, you'll see places where you can find me where I'll be publicising doing that. So have you got this yet? What do you think of it from, you know, what you've heard so far? Today, as I record this, it's just a release date. It's new to all of us, but let us know what you think about it. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you for that live stream next week, hopefully. Cheers. Bye-bye.